Hello. I feel like my room is brighter, but whoops. Doing the wrong button. There we go. Doing the wrong buttons. Set up my audio. Anyway, feel like my room is brighter. Maybe it's just because my shirt is brighter. Maybe it's because my light is brighter. I don't know. This camera's not super great. You can set it to the same numbers every single time. The lights are the exact same, and it looks different. Anyway, hello. It is Friday. We are going to play some more of this. And there's really not much more to say, so we shall get started. So we've done 2% of normal puzzles, 8% of hidden puzzles, 8% of hidden labs, 0% golden puzzles, and 0% stars, sparks. Sprites, I think, is what the thing called it. I have no idea. But we're going to continue right where we left off. Apparently, this handsome fellow chained up is not Elohim like I thought at the start. It's probably Prometheus. That's my new guess. We'll see if that pans out. So yeah. I don't think this is exactly where I saved. Okay, so even though these are not powered up anymore, the force field is down. Okay, well that's whoops. I tried to bring up a map tab. No. There it is. Map. Oh. Can I fast travel? No. So this just indicates the ones that I've done. Okay. Yeah, at the end of the last part, I ran to puzzle 3 and thought hitting tab puts the pause sign down in the corner, like the autosave icon. I guess it didn't save. So we're running back to puzzle 3. Oh. I think we already talked to you a bit. We're gonna solve some puzzles. I believe there's puzzle 8. So I watched back some of the last part just to make sure everything's all on the up and up. It recorded a really big file because it's super colorful, and when everything is super colorful and high motion, it's really difficult for compression to do its job. So good, filling up the hard drive. But I was not... Well, that's a wall. I was not as talkative as I probably could have been during those puzzles. But I think that's probably okay. Every now and then, there's gonna be just a moment of me thinking. But I realized, I think... Especially I think it was the last one we did. Which was... We were trying to get the green and the blue laser circles lit up, and we were trying to go through the small gate on the side instead of the big gate at the other end, and we kind of kind of maybe cheated / cheesed it a bit, but it worked around the edge. But I realized the way I kind of do puzzles is I'll start going down a path, and I've noticed just watching other people play puzzle games is usually when people get locked in to an idea, they will stick to it for hours and hours. They will never change their assumptions about things they've assumed in the past, and almost every time the puzzle is not being solved because they either missed something or thought something that wasn't true, and they just, as always, they never assume that they're wrong. Which, okay, I mean, I get it. But I think what I've learned playing puzzle games from the beginning of time, or maybe maybe it's a natural inclination. I use it a lot at work. If I'm doing a puzzle or coding at work and I'm going down a path of reason and just it's wrong, I can't get it to work, something's missing, I don't understand it, most people will say, well, change the smallest thing and see if that works. And if it doesn't, change the next smallest thing. I will just go right to the beginning and be like, what's the biggest change I can do? Because something's wrong and I need to change my whole perspective. So that's why I kind of... This is like really loud in my headset and it's distracting me. Okay, turned it down a bit. But that's kind of why I went from, all right, we need to go through the little door. No, we just need to scrap this whole thing and see what happens if we try to go through the big door. And turned out it was, at least for us, the answer. But shake things up big enough to be like, see everything with a fresh set of eyes, and that is usually how I do puzzles. And we'll see how that works going forward. I'm just walking around because it's pretty, and didn't see any sparks or anything. There's like flames that could help us skip puzzles, but we're never going to do that. Castling, like chess. And we will not make this mistake again. This is an RGB converter. Let us double check our assumptions. Yes, so these must take 2 inputs before they spit something out. And we had problems with a puzzle because I just completely blanked. Did not notice I had a converter and a connector. I thought they were both converters, and it took way too long to solve. Okay, so this is puzzle 3, so it should be significantly easier than the lost puzzles we were doing. For now, there's nothing. Okay, we can see red and green. Christmas! And we have another RGB. So we need green and blue. And I already see how this has become a puzzle. So it'll definitely work if we put it like right here. I said it'll definitely work. Oh. Duh. Easy. I cleared it. Now hold on. I said I wanted green. No, I didn't. I did this wrong. We want blue and green. There we go. See, not as hard. Oh, group call. Great. It's like work.
And I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none.
No one's complaining. An impressive success rate. Actually, I mean, we could praise or we could be interested in the topic at hand. And usually, as a programmer, I am more interested to hear when people are like, oh, I want to hear more about it.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was sabotage. The whole system is a mess.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty, though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
Okay. Not bad for a work meeting. Number 4. And we'll just follow the sign. We have just one question mark left in this area? No, 2. Put the question mark in the dark background. There we go. 2 question marks. Puzzle 4 straight ahead. There it is. So I believe the question is, was this built by the humans before we went into the simulation for an undeterminate amount of time? But probably not, because there are elements of the simulation in it. But then again, the humans did build the simulation to begin with. Oh, there's a golden door.
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know one case probably like, yay, harder puzzles. But to me, that sounds like error code 704.
Yay!
No thanks.
Harder puzzles! I've been alive for all of, what, half an hour in game time, and they already know me well. I'm going way off track. I'm just looking around at everything. Has the time been changing? Like, has the sun been... I don't think the light has changed at all. We're kind of frozen in time. It's not like gonna get dark on us. Although that'd be pretty cool. Was that bees? Yep, I hear bees. Oh, there they are. Number 4. We got distracted. Okay, here we go. Alternative option. We have a block. This is a window. All right, we're going to experiment. Okay, it's not letting me connect because why would I assume that light can go through a transparent object? Silly me. Okay, there's a spinny platform. I understand the problem. Maybe I don't. Honestly, I should be able to, like, connect these things through glass. But no! If I turn the switch on, it's going to be too high. I guess I'll have to do it right here. Is that good enough? Yeah. No? The heck? I think this is the first puzzle that's kind of like giving me some artificial limits. Because for some reason, it's not letting me link. It is flashing for a split second. No! I see. So I can't be in motion on my own. Now, keep connections, right click. Okay. Overthinking that one, I think. Oh, I have a message. City news. Okay. This is all stuff we've already read. Ah, this. Looks like an additional set of puzzles protected by golden gates. So either the golden puzzle... Gold puzzles. So either the gold puzzle opens the gate, or the gate is behind, or the puzzle's behind the gate. I guess we'll find out. Puzzle number 5. It's the bees. Hello. Yakut. Oh. For some reason I thought... I forgot. The car is above us. This is not the gate that we came through with the car. Splish splash. Through the door. In, through, and beyond. You get 10 points if you know what movie that came from. So this door is being propped open by a jammer. That's an RGB converter. So we're going to need to jam that door open to get the converter out. But what is the other direction? A red laser. Huh. It said through the door, right? Yes. So we're going to need to bring the blue laser all the heckin' way from over here. Somehow. That's it? Huh. Okay, this may not be as difficult as I'm making it out to be. We definitely need this connected to this. I believe it's going to sit on this. We take this. And, we're going to have to do something like this. Because we're going to have to jam that one open. So this no longer has to sit here, but it can see. Ooh. Voila. Give me that spark. Chevron 7 is encoded?
Melville, what did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but
A photo?
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
how did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly, you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
The banter is top-notch. Usually, I couldn't care less. Whoops. I wanted to see if I could find the photo. Uploaded for personal reference. That's it. Whoops. When I'm trying to get to the menu. If I hit escape, it's because I'm trying to get to this menu. My mistake. All right, that was puzzle 5. We need puzzle 6. Fog? Or graphical glitch? Or eyeball glitch? 6. So currently I'm under the assumption that once we finish all the puzzles, maybe the gate opens and we can do that puzzle. Or we're going to have to find a way to unlock the gate. Is puzzle 6 all the way back here? I don't know what it is, going back to the why I like these characters so much. I think it's because they're just normal. I think too many times characters in a game are trying too hard to be either likable or not unlikable, or they're just trying too hard to do something. And I haven't enjoyed the story and characters of a game in what feels like years. So it's nice to have just this. It's so good. All right, puzzle 6. Alternatives. We have a blue emitter. We have a red. Just a red. Oh, we have a blue and a red. And also a red. Oh no. We have 2 RGB converters. So we need to create red from gonna try to get it. Okay, so green and blue make red. I already see the problem. Now we're gonna need to crisscross. It's always cross the beams, isn't it? Oh no, it's 2 more converters. And so here's my line of thinking, because it can't be straightforward. So I already know we're gonna have to cross the beams. We're gonna have to reverse something already. So before I even try, I know we're gonna have to somehow get the beams on the opposite sides. So, oh, there's a ladder. That's new. This is, It's because whatever they want us to do has a very high chance of breaking this and locking us in. I know all your tricks. Okay. So we need... See, we need a green and a blue, and we can't do that. But over here, we can do a green and a red, which gives us blue. Oh. This may have been... I did it. Give me that spark!
The bridge ring seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
No. There's 2 puzzles left. Moral of that story is just try to do the puzzle the easy way first. Or... maybe no, don't. I'm not gonna try to change my way of thinking because that worked super easy. I don't want to go to the gate. I want to go to 7. Ah! Meow. Question mark is close. Maybe. On the other side of this. Is that an island? Oh, it's the other Spark Tower, right?
There's another one of those monuments.
Yeah. Spark Tower. And it's gonna have like a blue light pointing in a certain direction? No? Well, there goes that theory. Do you see? Because I see, I'm pretty sure that's a green laser circle up there. Wow, we're on the complete opposite side of the tower. So the other Sprite Tower is on the opposite side. Here's the other question mark. Let's just hit that real quick. This little cubicle. We have a terminal. Bonk. Lithothrusser. Lithothrusser is perhaps the most mysterious of the first companions. These recordings garnered him a group of devoted followers. In the troubled time following the founder's disappearance, he and his disciples set out on a journey, and they have not returned. Beep boop.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
This should be a ladder. I didn't want to interrupt him, but I guess he's done talking. So now I can complain about, that's a ladder! Beep boop. Something happened? Lithothrusser. So 1K found a recording of Lithothrusser and an odd recording too. Oh, yeah, because I'm technically streaming what I'm seeing to everybody who wants to pay attention. No, he's one of the first companions, but I don't know much about him. Don't think I've ever seen him around either. Can someone explain? He always had an unusual perspective, even in the very beginning. Traveled a lot, sometimes for years. He built a kind of mobile recharging station, so he didn't need to come back to the city. Although it was quite risky, the solar panels had a tendency to break. But he had no problem taking risks. Would record his thoughts as he explored and then publish them when he returned. Over the centuries, he accumulated followers. The recording is new, right? Because it's out here in the middle of nowhere. Yes. I didn't publish it as far as I can tell. Perhaps it's something he decided to shelve or something he only shared with Athena. Beep boop. All right, 7 and 8. Well, 8 is right here. Let's go in order. We're doing 7. Don't you flash the Stargate at me. I know it's available. 7. This way. Oh, hello. Anything new?
Did something break?
No. Any progress on the particle cloud?
Yes, but I'm not liking the results.
What are they?
Confusing, irritating, infuriating. Take your pick.
Okay. So you don't know anything about it. Rock. Oh no, it's a circle. It's an amphitheater. I'm having flashbacks to that crazy puzzle that was like in a pit with a bunch of lasers from the top. Self-sufficiency. Do I see birds in the distance? I do. Okay. Okay. Will this activate if I stand on it? No. Sneaky. It's sneaky because sometimes a fan... Sometimes a fan you can pick the cover off, and sometimes you can't. So I feel like the platform and the circle both open the gate, which means the solution is these not being on the platform in the end. So we have got ooh. Oh. Oh. We've got some fancy pants. lasers going on. Pretty sure this is going to be like a primer situation. I'm going to have to put a fan and stand on those platforms by myself to charge up the lights, and then I can assemble it. That is my assumption. Boom. And I know it is true. See? And now I'll stand on this and get the doors open. Boom. Yeah. Whee! Extra spark.
Good. Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
In case you haven't noticed, I like when I figure out the puzzle before I have the parts even remotely arranged. I keep thinking I can see an overhead map. I can't. I just need to find where 8 is and go to it. What do people think about this theory that the Golden Gate puzzle will open when I find the sparks? Because that's the only other thing we have not yet done. So the first theory is that the gate will open once we do all the puzzles in the area. And we're about to confirm that right now. Entanglement. Oh, we've got some quantum mechanics going on again. We have platform. An empty room except for red. We have the goal. I see this is behind metal fences because in this world, light can't go through metal picket fence. All right. We need this. Yoink. Can we take the fan? No. See, we can't take... It kind of... I feel like if this was like a consistent... if the puzzles were consistent, all of the fans could have their plate removed, even if it didn't need it. Because then you would just understand that, oh, if I need a platform, then I can take the fan plate off. But no, this one can't be removed. So you just have to guess each time you walk in, then see a fan. Can I take the plate off or not? Okay. We need that block. We have a blue. There's the red. I see. We need the block to be launched in the air. No doubt charging up the plate here to... Whichever thing is going to be floating in the air is going to be charging itself to keep flying and charging... Well, this... We don't need to keep this door open, so never mind. But it's still going to have to float because it's going to have to... It's going to have to reach over here somehow. How? Okay. So this can see that. So now we have a blue. Okay. Now we have our happy little companion cube. So here's the thing. I think once it's flying in the air, it'll be fine. Problem is we need green. We need green in here. Oh, I think I have to stand on this. All right, I'm resetting it. This and this and this for sure and this. Can this see red? No. No, it can't. We do have a platform. I don't think this is gonna help us much. Ah. This guy can definitely see red, and I just need to stand on this. Ah! And now I think I can just... Oh, you've got to be kidding me! I think I can clear this out now, though. Yes. Okay. Good enough. Give me that spark!
Odd. One case solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
So something occurred, but nobody knows what. Time to check on the Golden Gate. Great, I don't even remember where that was. It ain't on the map. fell in. I can't get out. Was it back this way? And we're walking. Anybody see a golden gate? That's puzzle 5. Was it up here? Yes. Aha! We have 2 lights. Huh. Wooded plateau. Hmm. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There are 24 lights. I'm assuming there's 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so if we do all of the lost puzzles, then all of the gold puzzle gates open? Alright, well, there's only one thing left to do. Oh, no. I lied. There are 3 things left to do. Sparks. And if the gold stars, if these are like the gold star equivalents, yikes. It's gonna take a while. And in fact, for a lot of the gold stars, I just picked up, I found a nice hint site that didn't give you the answer, but it gave you like 10 spoiler tags that you could uncover if you needed more and more hints. I'm going back to this spark because I'm pretty sure there was a green laser circle, which means we need to fire a green laser into it from a puzzle. And I am trying to find where we can fire a green puzzle. I imagine it's this guy. It's floating high enough that it can probably clear the trees. And the statue is holding the green in that direction. Are you Byron? Yes. Okay. So we might have to reset this puzzle, and I've already forgotten how it works. Yeah, because if I bring it down... Okay, so we can keep this thing primered. Okay. Come down! Now the question is, can we see the statue's arm from here? Haha. See, I remember from Talos Principle 1, my brain is going to hold on to this until the day I die and leave no room for anything useful. The laser circle that was hidden inside the Sphinx, not just on the Sphinx, inside the Sphinx. Spoilers if you haven't played Talos Principle 1. Okay. Up. Honestly, if you are watching Talos Principle 2 and you have not played Talos Principle 1, what are you doing? Spark!
When the first man picked up the first stone, he did not do so to forge a tool. He did so to smite his brother.
Cain and Abel. Discovered what seems like another mystery to solve. Stars, clearly inspired by the simulation, which are gained by solving puzzles related to these monuments to Pandora, Prometheus, and the Sphinx. Perhaps these stars are somewhat related to the astronomical temple.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
Those freaking star puzzles. Okay, Twitch, what I'm going to do is run ads at the top of the hour while I book it across this map to the other star tower and reorient myself. It said something about finding the spark and bringing it back, but we didn't really go looking for it, so yeah, that's what I'll do. I mean, it's top of the don't blame me, blame Twitch. We all blame Twitch anyway, so anyway, ads. It's better, I prefer to trigger them manually because then I can control when the action is happening. So we're just walking. I mean, it's dang pretty, but we're still just walking. Whoop, frog. Are frogs people? A bunker. Keep your eyes peeled for a sprite, a spark, something. Oh my. A Tetramino bridge. Are these identical? They look like it. I'm gonna do something. They're not the same. I'm gonna at least take a picture of this because it's prominent. And if we need patterns, we can come back later. Okay, look for a sprite. And it may be that it's across the bridge. Island. Any spark? Oh! Is that significant? No. Thought maybe it was a flame, or... That is something, is it not? Hello?
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze, and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods.
Ichor.
The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
Okay. That is kind of what I mean by pretentious philosophy. If you start just keep talking in one incredibly unbroken sentence, using big words, and everybody listening just goes, huh? Like, I got nothing out of that. Something about Talos was a robot and died because he lost his blood, so that must mean he's a human. Was that a sprite or spark? We got distracted because we saw it shining in the distance. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. And I'm going on the assumption that it is in this direction. I'm just kind of lining up my trajectory. We didn't see anything here, so I bet it's on the other side. There's that stick. I remember the stick. Are you a sprite? Reboot. Is that a tower in the distance that's catching the light, or is that something significant? Oh, there's something over there. I see blue. Hi, Froggy. I feel like the angle is more in this direction. I feel like this is our target. It's blue and sparkly and looks like the floaty things that we've been seeing. Are you a sprite? Pew! The chase is on! Oh, no, you don't. Until it leads us back to him, more like until we herd cats back to him. This is kind of funny. You're gonna stop on top of that thing, aren't you? I was interested in this earlier. Yeah, how am I supposed to get up here, huh? Oh, you ran for it. Whee! It's the Stargate. I'm not ready to go in that yet. Oh, you jerk. Great. Don't go away. I have to start over because I walked away. Don't start a cutscene or anything. Oh. No. Just let me go. Okay, I'll put the light bridge together. Tetris pieces. Gotcha.
This is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
Why am I not surprised someone thought Tetris pieces are God? Ha! Got you. Oh!
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
Is there anything else? I think now we've done everything we possibly can. What, pray tell, is that? It better not be one of those explodey balls. It seems oddly familiar, shining red lasers in the sky. Did you see anything up here? Was that you? Were you scanning?
What can I do for you?
What are the puzzles?
Well, puzzles, or trials, as Elohim calls them, were used as part of the process that created the Founder. And they're still part of how we're born. They symbolize the human ability to understand the world and solve problems. But nowadays, they don't have a practical application. They are a common motif in the arts, though. The only physically existing puzzles I can think of are in the Museum of the Simulation. So, to answer your question, no idea.
Oh. What about the lab?
I think the only reason to build a lab in so remote a location is because you're trying to hide what you're doing.
Secret labs,
Or
yes.
because what you're doing is dangerous.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I was born when New Jerusalem was a lot smaller than it is now. And there was a lot of work to do. I wasn't really interested in technical stuff, engineering and so on, but I was good at keeping things organized. So I got involved with the administration side of things. Making sure the scavenging teams focused on the right materials, keeping track of our energy usage, that sort of thing. I think we've accomplished what the Founder wanted us to, and I'm proud that I helped make that happen. Byron doesn't see it that way, obviously, but I think sometimes he gets so lost in his dreams that he forgets to look at the real world.
Okay, bye. I was gonna say, well, you seem to be doing a good job because nobody's dead yet, and that's it. There's no and. All right, light bridge. Owl. Is that? What is that? Up at the tippy top. Can't tell if that's like an owl or like a sarcophagus, or maybe we'll find out. Okay, so we kind of just stumbled upon I'm gonna bump my camera up a little bit. We stumbled upon the solution last time, but green is facing toward us, red is facing away, and we have to attach alternating colors of pieces to complete the bridge. Evidently. Let's do this. This should work. Yes. Oh. This is select piece, rotate piece. I thought it was bad before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need something like this. I was right. That was more intuition.
I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those are actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying.
Are you lying? I don't think there's anybody who thought those were easy. Well. I guess we're going in. Clockwork Tower. Purple light. This is some Forerunner Halo stuff. It's even got glowing light in the middle up pointing up to the sky.
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
Only one way to find out. It's like Chrono Trigger! Lavos? You must be Pandora.
In the beginning,
Oh, you're the
gods
Sphinx.
shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection? The creator or the created?
What the heck are you talking about, lady? The creators because they came from nature, the created because they came from art. They are the same, they share the same breath. Neither they can't be compared, or neither because perfection is impossible. I'm just here wondering why you don't look like any Sphinx I've ever seen. So in this situation, the creators are humans. And we're the ones that were created as artificial intelligence. I'm pretty sure we did not come from... It's like, we're better because we came from art, not chaos. And boy, if you think the things human creates aren't chaos, I'm gonna say the same.
Different words may be spoken with the same breath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified?
Knowledge is free! Which, that's kind of a dated meme, I guess. Way back in the day before Wikipedia was a thing. The reason Wikipedia became a thing is information wants to be free! Kind of like the open source movement, I guess. It was useful, cool, but so over the top. Parents should not leave their children helpless. This is true. Fire is not for humankind. Knowledge must be earned and not given. Zeus did not create fire. It was not his to own in the first place. Let's go with the don't be helpless.
Children must learn to help themselves. Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean?
Hope may hope may still be found if we're looking for it. Zeus intended for humankind to have hope. I'm pretty sure Zeus was just a jerk. Hope is itself an evil. We are lucky it did not escape. Wow, that's pretty doomsday. Zeus intended for humankind not to have hope, so it remains trapped. We suffer, but we do not anticipate it. I'm going to say, hope may still be found.
Those who seek hope should ask themselves why it was imprisoned with the world's evils. Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
Laser cannon?
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
It's a laser circle.
We need to talk about what just happened. Thoughts?
I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to?
A Sphinx.
What is the function of the being?
Duh.
Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking. Was this a sentient being or some kind of recording?
There's no right answer here either. If I say it's sentient, they'll be like, oh, well, games react to what you're saying. I'm not sure. The interaction wasn't long enough. I'm going with that.
Let's skip that issue for now. What really matters here is what it was trying to achieve by asking those questions.
It seemed sort of threatening, to be honest. Yes. It was testing, no idea. Being cryptic just to be annoying, no idea. I'm going to go with testing. Everything about this universe is everybody's testing you.
Testing you to what? See if you're worthy?
That's an interesting thought. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure.
Maybe, but why?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
Come on, Al, live a little. We're all doomed. We should be careful. We don't know what these we don't know that these apparitions are benign. You know what? I almost feel like maybe Byron is too likable. It's going to be like the trap character. But you know what? Come on, Al, live a little.
That's the spirit. 1K, keep solving puzzles. The rest of you, as you were.
Okay. So we're done in here. No secrets. Can't climb up here. My arms are too weak. I can't do it. Whee! Yo. So they said do it 3 times and enter the megastructure. But as you can see, we have 3 sections, but then 4 areas. So we actually have 4 beams to turn on. Or 4 sections to turn on. 3 times 4 is 12, so 12 beams. Dang. We're like miles away from the the pyramid thing. Whee! All right. Everything is done except for the gate. Area 2! All aboard! Beep boop. East 2, heavily forested plateau in the mountainous eastern part of the island. Supports a large deer population. Ah! Again, 8, 2 lost puzzles, 1 gold puzzle, 1 lost lab, 2 stars. All I'm saying is there better be a mist book at the end of this tunnel.
Alright, everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that 1K found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Yes, sir. There is the Stargate. Here I go again. Keep thinking there's an overhead map. Yeah. So I guess let's just do them all in order and then find the hidden ones. It might ramp us up more slowly to what we need to do with the advanced areas. Yo.
How can I help you?
What do you make of the Sphinx?
I don't know what she is, ontologically speaking, but those questions she asked reinforce my belief that we're being tested.
That's what I said.
I'm someone who was born a long time ago, when we couldn't afford to romanticize the past and demonize progress, when the value of human civilization was evident because it was so close to being gone. I'm someone who believes that human beings are important, terribly, desperately important, because intelligent life is rare and precious. I suppose you could say I'm old-fashioned.
I like you. What's the role of puzzles?
When Alexandra Drennan was trying to find a way of creating true AI, she stumbled upon the idea that curiosity and playfulness are core characteristics of intelligence. So she built the simulation around a game, because playing is part of what makes us human.
It was...
We also retain
that,
some
like,
of
actually
that code,
built.
as I'm sure you noticed when you were booting up. Because of that, puzzles have always been important to our culture. To me, they represent the idea that the application of reason can lead us forward. None of which explains why these puzzles are here or who built them, but I think it shows that there must be some kind of intent behind them, perhaps a test.
Well, they didn't just happen by accident. What's up with you and
Because we disagree
Alcatraz?
on just about everything, you mean? Well, here's the secret. Al is honest. He believes what he believes because it seems right to him, not because it gives him power over others. I respect that. In fact, I prefer that to someone who agrees with me just because I'm one of the first companions.
Okay, bye. We actually need to find the lab first, so let's do that. What's the best way to go about that? I saw a deer! Is this a star spark thing?
So these monuments represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
2, 4, 7, 8. Oh, dang. There's like a laser across the sky. That's like an unactivated laser. I mean, there's puzzles numbered 2, 4, 7, and 8. Okay, do we notice anything? So this is the Sphinx again. I guess she is kind of Sphinxy. It didn't look so Sphinxy as a particle hologram. Okay, that was a star. That's puzzle 6. There's something here. It's a pedestal. Yoink. Lift Thressier.
While exploring the forest, I came across a sight of primal force. A beautiful stag, standing on a hill silhouetted against the setting sun. It appeared like a messenger from some divine natural power, perhaps from Gaia herself. Even to a being such as myself, less susceptible to manipulation by instincts and hormones, it was clearly a moment of revelation. In such moments, we are told to avert our eyes. But what if we do not? What will we discover if we look more closely? If we could speak to the stag, what wisdom would it have to offer? The answer is none. The stag is an animal of overwhelming stupidity, driven only by fear, hunger, and lust. There is no abyss for us to plunge into behind this revelation. Rather, the revelation is as flat and unreal as the plywood walls of a film set.
I didn't get much out of that except, should we consider the animal? No, they are stupid. A train car. A machine of destruction. Oh, it's a tank. Despite the crude appearance, great ingenuity went into the creation of these despicable machines. It looked like a train car to me, but I guess it's a tank, yeah. There's a tree growing out of it. This looks like, oh, it's a lost puzzle. Dang it! I'm trying to look for the lost lab. That question mark is so far in this direction. Let's do these over here. Hello? I heard something. Maybe it was a deer. Maybe it was aliens. Again, this place is pretty cool. Oh, it's a spark tower. She's got a sign. She's like holding a laser circle, but there's no laser. Oh, wait. Is it green again? I believe so. All right, keep that in mind. We have another green laser to shoot across the sky. What was that? Something blue? No? Nothing. Maybe it was the Slender Man. I actually do see blue this time. Oh, it's this. Well, I found the other hidden tower, hidden puzzle. Good. I'm just trying to find the lab. Looks like this question mark is getting bigger faster. The music changed. Okay, it's just another pedestal. Terminal thing. Boop. New Theology by George Bernard Shaw. From the Lives of the First Companions by Randolph 777. After all these events, the name I can't pronounce decided to consult the writings of the ancients. But while philosophy and religion interested her, it was the art in all forms. Oh. Starting with the legacy of Gehenna. Well, you know what all that hex code means. Take a screenshot, see if the phone crashes. Let Apple chew on the image for a minute. Go to text highlight mode. It is not recognizing the numbers at all. There we go. All right. So the caption ends with "after all." Doing the old copy paste into hex to ASCII converter. Something you're in your pursuit of it's either hidden or forbidden. Probably pursuit of forbidden knowledge, I guess. Leviathan. It's obvious that Hobbes has read Stratton and is extrapolating the Talos principle to the level of the state. That's the stuff you can pause and read on your own if you really want to. I don't. Well, okay. There's a question mark that is just... straight down, I believe, because... Aha! Let's go in here before the door. The generator is working. Vault Tech technology at its finest.
Looks like you found another lab. Wow,
Thanks.
that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
All right. What is this? I'm gonna be honest. I haven't the slightest idea. Oh, it's inverting the color. So you shoot blue into it, red comes out. Boop. Stratton ideas. Oh boy. Simplicius of Cilicia. The sign that material things are brought into being by ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error philosophers are particularly prone to because it raises those who think above those who do. It's like everything is either one or the other, not both. Trials version 0.5 cooling system. Easy to destroy, harder to create, so easy to optimize only one aspect, insufficient energy for trials. New lab space carved out. Here we go again with the hex that may or may not even mean anything. We shall copy. I said copy. I'm going to try to do both at once. Wish me luck. Browser crashed. Back to the hex to ASCII paste, but you know what? Convert. Something about towers you have, and that self too shall be a foul. There's not much here. Wait, schematic. Uh-oh, virus. Ow.
The world is a wonderful place. Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
As you overload my brain with 300% schematic. Ah!
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
That was disconcerting. I think I had a vision. I'm fine. Look, the number one most popular way for shows or books, movies, whatever, to cause conflict is to just have the characters be completely stupid and not tell people what is obviously, I had a vision. I'm going to tell you guys, I had a vision. I'm not fine.
You were streaming. We all saw something. You're lucky it didn't fry your motherboard. Please, everyone, let's be careful with these terminals from now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly, who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just
Miranda
searched the database.
Keys? It's Halo again. Must be one of the people who built this place. Maybe it's a nickname. Your guess is as good as mine. This is a wild assumption. Maybe it's a nickname.
I don't recognize the voice either. Maybe we need to consider the possibility that it's someone new. Someone we've never met before.
But where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system. Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
We'll find it out. Can't be more fried than it already is. Woo! Anything over here? No. Oh, there is a stairs. Oh, there's a terminal up here. Sneaky. Untitled draft. St. Edwald. Oh, it's more hex code. Identify the tetromino with the tetrameter. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, took Edwald's heretical ideas and integrated them as sigils. All right. Camera. Screenshot. Text. Text edit mode. Scanning. Guess I could just use copy all. Copy. I'm gonna use Safari this time. Hex to ASCII converter. Maybe Safari won't crash. Who am I kidding? It just crashed. I was about to make a joke about Safari being no different, and it literally crashed as soon as I tried to put in. Why is technology such a disaster? Click. Paste. Convert. Remember, somebody was redeemed. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt some of the plans Drennan's team had left behind. I didn't think they had expected the simulation to take as long as it did, but it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. What? Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Alexandria, as the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem. I attempted to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of a local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that had elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. He'll never forgive himself for his mistake. He drifted away, isolated himself from everyone in New Jerusalem. Dang. The ethics of extinction. Dolphins, for example. If dolphins go extinct, that's a great loss. If humanity causes dolphins to go extinct, that's a crime. Okay. So Melville will work on the platforms, and we can go to Puzzle 1. So, uh-oh. I'll bet it's our friend... Oh, nope. Not our friend. For anyone who missed it, Byron's expedition has recovered evidence of the existence of another person, someone not from New Jerusalem. Who could this be? Maybe there's another city. Who says there was only one simulation? Hate to agree with Thekla. Thekla? But all historical evidence we have points to that conclusion that there is only one founder. There were some other attempts, but as far as we know, they all went wrong or failed. There's more that we don't know than there is that we know. That sentence is going to make my brain crash. Why do we think Miranda is from Earth? There's no evidence to support that idea. So there was a simulation happening on Mars? What do you mean? I really don't think it's aliens. Everything here is obviously related to New Jerusalem. I'd like to hear more about these other attempts to save humanity. Some people affiliated with the Institute for Applied Pneumatics tried to set up a secondary site at another dam, but after about a century, the dam collapsed and took whatever was happening inside that system with it. There was also a similar attempt by another organization, but without the test of free will that Alexandra Drennan devised, according to Lithrasir. It was never produced a viable mind before it ran out of power. Fascinating. But there'd still be others out there. Theoretically, yes, but even our dam would have collapsed without extensive repairs. Even a nuclear power plant would have run out of fuel by now. War. War never changes. Sphinx Monument. Taking a reference photo in case I want to figure this out later. I'm going on the assumption that these are things I have to do inside those puzzles. Is there other question marks? Map. I thought earlier on it said that those were like fast travels, but nothing seemed to be happening. Let's find out what this other X or question mark is. Is this a flower? Oh, there's a flame.
I think you just picked up some kind of decryption key. Could try using it on those terminals inside the puzzles.
No, thank you. Mythological Prometheus was a trickster? Seems his holographic equivalent has similar tendencies. These sparks seem to allow us to skip puzzles. Didn't we talk to you? Oh, Miranda.
Going on what little we have, honestly, she reminds me of myself when I'd just been born. I came out from the dam at night, and the sky was full of stars. I felt a reverence then, an almost ecstatic connection to the sublime. The universe seemed like a miracle, and to exist within it was the greatest possible honor. That view was tempered in time, but I've always tried to hold on to as much of it as I could.
Cool. It's a pedestal platform thingy over here. Next to puzzle number 2. Whee! Trevor. Oh, yes. The system engineer who they didn't let record anything. The World Spirit. 5358. Founding. The founding of New Jerusalem. Do I have to... We have to just keep going, don't we? Take a screenshot. Go to photo. Text select mode. Copy. Paste. And convert. There is still hope. Something seems lost, son of man. Trevor!
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
Yes. I would say similar to what I would think, but a bit crazy. Maybe I am crazy. All right, well, it is the top of the hour, so I'm going to, well, run some Twitch ads. I think I'll go another hour, but not too much farther, because I don't want to have a bunch of like 6-hour videos. I think a 3-hour session is good enough. Not burn out. But yeah. Sorry, Twitch. It's ad time. And for YouTube, well, you're stuck with me for 3 minutes. So this place was supposed to be loaded with deer, but we only saw a couple. In fact, I think we only saw one, and I was booking it down the path, and we scared it off. I'm pretty sure this is a screenshot. From, on Steam. Promo screenshots. When you're looking for images to use as thumbnails that aren't like, you know, you kind of want to go for like advertising screenshots or like press kit images, things that are meant to be shared and not somebody else's, you know, screenshot or something. And I distinctly remember a screenshot like this. In case you're curious about that kind of thing. I see. Here, the thing about gamers don't look up in games. I try to look in all degrees of freedom. It's kind of hard to see. There's a dotted line. So those things, those laser connectors are all connected up. It's just the laser is not turned on wherever it starts from. Feel like we're just gonna have to like pick a direction to go, and it's a 50-50 coin toss on if we're headed toward the destination or the source, and turn around and walk the other way. I've already lost puzzle number 1. All right. I think we're good to go in. There might be 30 seconds of ads left, but oh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm still kind of walking around because Twitch still has ads. All right, welcome back, Twitch. Speaking of the devil, we found a switch on this number sign. Okay, it didn't activate that laser light connector over there. Oh. I'll bet it's where's my thingy? I'll bet we have to flip that switch on 2, 4, 7, and 8. Which means we want to make sure they're all off. The rest are off. Quantum tunneling. Oh, dang. This is the portal driller thing. Okay. Time to experiment. Creates wormholes in compatible materials. Okay, so the table we saw this on, it looked like it had to have something on the other end to make it work, but this one seems you just point it at what you want and Can we step through the portal? I think I created the last one too high. Can I walk through this? No. But maybe I can put things through it. Okay, okay. I see, I see. I'm kind of thinking of them as, like, advanced jammers. Because when you get complicated with jammers, you're always trying to get inside the room to jam from the inside to open the door. And it feels like this is what... Oh, it leaves, like, a circle. Cool. So like this. Oh. I wonder if you can... Is it opening a hole still? Yes, it is. So you can drill from both sides to keep a door open. Ta-da! Intro puzzle spark.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident. It's hard to be sure because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
The infernal
So as
machine?
suspected, someone was experimenting here, but experimenting on what? What was this machine they were building?
Maybe it's whatever powers the megastructure.
All right. This is puzzle number 2. Is there a switch on the backside of this one? There is. Switch on. It is green. Mutual aid. Jammer. I guess a jammer can't point through. No, I'm not surprised at this point. All right, there's a door on the other side. I am mildly annoyed that we cannot go through this. Okay. See, when I was talking before about jammers are always about trying to keep the door open from the inside so you can move everything one step further in. We are now locked inside. Well, technically not. All right. Oh, it's just a flower. So we're gonna need... gonna need something to... I see. I see. Yep. We need to jam the door here so that we can yoink it through the wormhole. Like so. Yoink! So this should be enough. We just plonk this down on the platform and boom! Does anybody else see the big ball of glowing over there? Spark!
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Well, there's no way out. We're gonna have to repeat. Oh, they powered down? They powered down. How nice. That crazy spark is still over there. Do we think it's a graphics glitch? It's kind of sparking blue. Ah, it's like a Prometheus silhouette. Ayo.
We begin with the self, because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature?
Oh, I forgot. This
so,
is the
what follows
really pretentious guy. Should have expected it from anybody who pronounces it Cosmos. That's a /S sarcastic. Number 3 is over here. Still no deer as I steamroll through the forest. Back up. We have red, green, blue. We have driller. We have no way to get inside except through here. Okay. Looks like there's a thing. Yoink, we definitely need that. Okay. Missed it by that much. We now have an RGB converter. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So green is the destination. So... Now we have 2 connectors. A ladder in case I get stuck. Good to know. Now. Here's the really tricky part. Okay, there is no angle from this direction to, like, keep the red open through the door. What about this side? Same thing. And we only have 1 jammer because, of course. We're gonna need one of these to, here, I will attempt to demonstrate my idea. We're going to need a little something like this. So then we can eat that portal and the door's still open. That was easier than I expected. Whoops. Spark! That's a different shaped tower. Oh, we have a private message. I'll bet I know who it is. Connecting you to a friend. I've relayed your responses to my friend, and they have reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them? No, I've entirely lost interest. Nope. Go ahead. Now, you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity, and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes in an advisory capacity, trying to guide, I assume, our city to prosperity. People who know things, which would only scare or confuse the average citizen. I have 5 such friends who expressed to me their interest in getting to know you. Tell me their conclusions already. No. Who are these people? It'll be like, I can't tell you yet. I called it as they were writing it. Can't tell you their names, but I can tell you a little about them. The first is an engineer, tends to see the world as a puzzle. Second is a scholar, thinks the big questions have answers in our code. Third is, well, hard to pin down, a practitioner of the esoteric arts. Okay, the fourth is a member of the political establishment. It's the mayor. And the fifth, well, less I say about them, the better for everyone. So is there someone you think would make a good match? The one that's hard to pin down? I'd rather hear which is most interested in me. The establishment figure. The mysterious. What do you mean esoteric arts? It just means mysterious. Not known or not suitable for the public. The dark arts. I mean, I'm an engineer, I guess. Give me the engineer. You two share the same faith in human reason, but I wonder if you'd be comfortable with her more radical ideas. Your answers to my questions and our observations of your behavior elsewhere has given us a massive amount of data. It's clear there's only one person that I should put you in touch with. You've shown compassion for your fellow humans and open-mindedness to the point that your brains might fall out. Your support would mean a great deal to my esoteric friend. They won't be pinned down on how New Jerusalem should grow, except to say that it shouldn't be pinned down. On that, they're absolute. Sure. Okay, bye. So they asked me, hey, who do you want to talk to? The engineer. You know what? You're going to talk to Seth guy. Okay. All right, puzzle number 4. Which we need to flip the switch on. And a re to you too, bird. That looked like a broken statue from this, doesn't it? Look like someone kneeling or something. Or flip. Placement. Okay, survey the tools at hand. We have a switch that turns on a fan. We have a quantum tunneler. We have the door. Okay, we can quantum tunnel through that wall. Is that the only wall? No. Okay. Yoink. Hello, connector. Connector, be free. I don't see a blue laser circle. It's a blue laser emitter. Huh. Oh, I'll bet it's in there. What do you want to say? The chances are non-zero that this is where we can charge the laser in the sky, but I don't know where. Let's go look for the dotted line in the sky real quick. It may be nowhere near here. Hello, dotted line. Dotted line in the sky. if anywhere, he's probably this way. You've seen it constantly, and of course, now that I want to find it... is this one of them? Okay, we found... Alright, we're gonna get down to the bottom of this, because maybe now is the time where we can charge this dude. It is... It terminates here, next to number 8. Shall we do number 8? I know we're halfway through number 3, but... Alright, need to orient myself. It's this rock. Behind this tree. Okay. Whatever it is, it's going to be something that flies up into the air. 2478, right? Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. 2478. Seesaw. We have a blue emitter. We have a red emitter. And straight away... I think we're not ready. Because we'll need to know which one to shoot into. Yeah. We don't know. So let's follow it the other way, and then we'll come back. Because it could even be green that it wants. Still see it in the sky. Okay, and then it does kind of a bounce around and heads off in this direction. Okay, still keeps going. Excuse me, solving a puzzle. Well, wow. Back up. Well. It's this crisscross tower thing that needs what? What do we think it needs? Okay. I thought maybe the answer was here, but it looks like it is just connected with the connector, and then it heads off. So there's something about 3 or 8. That needs an additional color available. And just for the sake of it, I'm gonna give it green. Because in that other room, in Puzzle 8, we already had, like, blue and red available to us. Okay, now where were we? 4? Were we doing Puzzle 4? Yes. Okay, where were we? Whoops. Ah. I'm a little early. We need to burrow through the wall, put it on this platform. On the platform. Okay. Now we can do the thing. Yoink! Can it fire from just right down here? Good enough. Firebox on. Keep the connections. Put it on. Flip the switch. Yo, give me that spark.
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic.
What if it's a game?
The question is that it's full of contradictions.
It's a game. Oh, dude, maybe it's definitely green. I'm gonna have to, because we need a green laser for one of these star towers. Question is how to redirect. I'm getting lost. We want puzzle 5. There's 5. Duet. Okay, we've got a tunneler in there, a jammer in there, a switch for the fan. Lots of jammer walls. Huh. Indeed. Well, this is the only hole we can tunnel. Oh, we can flip the switch through the tunnel, mayhaps? Right up there, the edge. Blip. Oh, yeah. All right, what does that give us? Whoa. It gives us I don't think we can control our movement in the air. No, it just flings us. Then this becomes one of the only things we can jam. Oh, no, we can pull that out of the room. Whee! Jammer be free! Oh no, we can't take it out of the room. Sneaky. Sneaky. Can we jam that little niblet? I don't know if we have enough of an angle to do that. We absolutely don't. This does nothing for us. Oh, we can jam this door open. Whoops. Okay, it automatically opened the door for us. That's good. We might be able to do something. Stop it! Let's see what that does. Yes. Really, the Talos puzzles are, I'd say, honestly, maybe 75–80% just collecting the tools, get everything into the same location, and then the puzzle's easy. I wish I could say the same for my chair. All right, we now have a driller all to ourselves. Does this jammer become useless? This feels very wrong. But it just might work. Oh, it doesn't. Because apparently all these particles are deflected by metallic. Oh. Oh, I'll bet we do move it through here now. Whee! Think of all possibilities, all angles of attack. The only problem is... Oh, I see. Wait, no, we can't do that because the particles can't go through metal. This will close if we... Yep. Can I get this out? I think maybe so. It's like the only thing I can really explain about my thought process at the moment is I don't have enough tools at my disposal. So how do I get more tools in the same room? And part of that is, I think, this. Yes. My precious. I'm going to position you as far over here as I can. We need to get our jammer back. Whee! So this one's free again. You just chill out there. And now, boom! Thought I saw some blue. Give me that dang spark! La 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 la!
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. Glad we don't get headaches.
Six. You know what? I'm gonna swing over here to number 7 and flip a switch and see if the star sound goes off. And oh! This is the one with the green. Aha. Like I said, fairly certain we needed a green laser so we can fire a laser up to the tower. So let's actually detour. Hi, bye. We have a connector just right here. We have that. Okay. Yeah! Go collect this before we need to take the green away.
The hunter does not hunt because he is hungry. He hunts because he revels in death.
Okay. That seems rather judgmental of you, actually. I guess it's true when you are all robots now. I want to collect this star before something changes. Yoink!
Every answer leads to another question.
Sphinx!
The last answer leads to the first question.
These sparks better do something significant in the future, because your little snippet, your little voice clips, they do nothing. Passage. Do we need to fly into the sky? Ah. I see. So it's powered, but useless. Can we take the fan off of this? Ah! No. Interesting. Ah, there is a ladder. Let's see what's over here to begin with. Here's an odd... A plan is coalescing in my brain. If I take this fan part with me, which is the only thing down here that is movable... Oh, what is that? What's that? It's a terminal pod thing? Hello? Okay, you get it? I drop it outside. The only problem is I'm not sure yet how to get... Hey! You're supposed to keep the door open for me. The only thing is I'm not sure how to get the fan piece out yet. Bloop. Oh, clever. Clever girl. We poke a double hole. Yo! Oh, I think we just take a jammer, not a jammer, but a driller back up there with us and just do the whole thing again, right? Pew! Pew! Drop. Yoink. Fan enabled. And then just do this. Pew! Spark!
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
It was boring. Let's see, what have we got? So we have 2 puzzles and then 2 lost puzzles. Honestly, I think I'm going to call the stream there. It's hard to explain, but I can feel that I've been talking too long. I need to not overdo it. I am not the sort of person who can just go for 8 hours chatting to the vast internet just automatically. So I think that is a good place to stop, because it's like, oh, if it was only 2 puzzles for the whole area, then, you know, might rush it, get done. But there's 4 puzzles. And the lost puzzles are harder. And then there's the gold puzzles. We didn't even find the gate in this area. So, although the signs point us to the gate when there's nothing else, right? See? The gate. Not the Stargate, the Golden Gate. And then there's that thing watching me, staring at me like a beholder, like some octagon eyeball stalk thing from Metroid Prime or Zelda, or there's nothing stamped. It's just eyeball. Okay, anyway, I thought we got quite far. We did the 2 stars, which I am most impressed about. Because it wasn't even accidentally into it. It was just kind of kind of not even really logical. It's just like, well, we need some kind of light to go through it. The only light that I don't have accessible at either end of the spectrum is green. So at least we'll put green available to both sides, and sure enough, we did it. I actually want to see if disconnecting the green for some reason disables the tower. Give me that. I don't think it will. Yeah, we solved it. It's smart enough. Okay, that's it. Yeah. I still like the game. We'll probably play it next time. We'll just marathon this thing until it's done. I was almost, but not quite, pleasantly surprised to see No Man's Sky had a big update, and I thought it was a new expedition, but it's actually just re-upping all the old expeditions that happened this year so people can get the rewards again before the end of the year. So I've already done the expeditions, so I know I'm not going to be playing that on stream. Might play it personally in case there's like different rewards, but I don't think there is. And I do expeditions ASAP, so in my case, I don't need to do them. I can just relax, watch everybody else have fun. And actually, the Game Awards were last night, right? And the No Man's Sky team announced a new game. So I am super looking forward to that. There's not a whole lot of info on it yet. They say they've been working on it for 5 years, which is kind of crazy. They've been doing No Man's Sky updates and this for 5 years. Yeah, I'll probably talk more about that when I get to play No Man's Sky again. Because chances are people watching Talos Principle aren't here for like No Man's Sky news. What you talk about? So I'll say that for later, but if you are interested, just go look it up. I think it's called, it's a weird name. I mean, it's a fitting name, but it's weird. Is it, trying to look it up. Yeah. So it's No Man's Sky, and the new one is called Light No Fire, which is like, the heck does that even mean? But it kind of, it fits their style. So if you want to look it up, it's already like on Steam for wishlist, so you can see like the trailers, some screenshots and stuff. Anyway, that's about the only thing I'm excited about, because there's not much to be excited about in the gaming industry these days, so oh well. But I'll be back sometime, maybe Monday. And if whenever I do come back, it'll be this. So you can have this to look forward to. Okay. But that's it. I'll see you later. I'll upload this on YouTube whenever I get around to it. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.